Welcome back. In this video I'll be showcasing a method of teleporting players to numbered coordinates without recursion. To do this, I am setting the player's current position in a scoreboard and then using it for later on setting a position of an entity to that player's stored score and then teleporting the player to the entity. Let me quickly show an example. On this diamond block I'm going to go ahead and trigger set home. And then I'm going to go ahead and go anywhere else in the world. This can be as far away as I want. It does not have to be within loaded game chunks. Then I can trigger and go home. Then I will return back to this diamond block, which I've set to my home. Now to do this, I have some scoreboard objectives, and I will list them all. I have my two triggers, then I have the home dimension, home X, Y, and Z. Now these X, Y, and Z values score the player's home position in coordinates, and then the D is the dimension of the player's home, so I can teleport the player to any of the three in-game dimensions. Now let's go ahead and switch over to the files. Right here I am tagging the player and then removing the tag at the end of the function here. This tag will be used to track the player that is executing this command. Then I am summoning an armor stand that has a tag on it, and then on that armor stand we are running a function. Then at the end of that I am teleporting the player half a block forward in both dimensions, just to center them on the block in either of the three dimensions based on what their home dimension score is. And then at the end of that, we are just giving them a tel raw. Now this actual movement function here that I'm running in the armor stand will just basically copy the player's score of home X, Y, and Z into the position values of the armor stand, and then at the end of it, it will execute at the armor stand to teleport the player at its own position. And it's that simple. Hopefully this makes sense. All I'm doing is running a few commands here to set an entity's position inside of a function, and then I am teleporting the player to the entity using an execute at instead of just teleporting the player to the entity. The reason I bring up that I am doing this at 1.14 is because in 1.13 I could set the entity's position using this tech right here and then teleport the player directly to the entity. But with snapshot 12A, 1912A, I can no longer do that because entities outside of rendered chunks, even if they were moved in the same game tick, cannot be interacted with. I'm not sure whether to call this a glitch or a fix, so I'm just going to call it neither. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this all makes sense, and I will catch y'all next time.